Blackburn get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout, tries one from range! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Tries to play it through. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And it's Camavinga. Messi. Drogba. Now, can they get him away? This Neymar. He's through on chance for a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And there is your opener. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So, a breakthrough already. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Messi. Messi gets across and deals with it. Now it's Mbappe. Decent chance! Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Messi with a real chance here.
Yeah, and I think it's a lesson to be learned in not conceding free kicks in this area.
Messi! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Oh, the keeper, for me, just made that look an awful lot easier than it actually was.
Can he get away here? Kukçu. Now, Albert Ferrer. Quarter of an hour played. And here's Drogba. Camavinga.
Blackburn are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Upamecano. Bastoni. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Dembele. Now it's Messi. Mbappe! And Dijk gets across to intercept that. So what can they make of this? Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And here's Dembele. And he's had it nicked away. Romero, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Drogba. Can he latch on to this? That has been cut short. Chouameni.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Mbappe! Straight at the keeper.
Well, he was always going to be set like that, the keeper, and he didn't have the composure to avoid him.
And the pass is intercepted. Olise. Dembele. Olise. And it's Chouameni. Oh, good spread. Kukçu is always looking to break lines. He's picked his way through. Now it's Drogba. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Not the most convincing of passes. And it's Edmilson. It's a really well-measured ball. Mbappe, He's herring after that one. Now it's Drogba. Drogba. Nice interception, well timed. And he's managed to get rid. Cook-Chu. And Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Konate. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Cook-Chu. Gusto. Conte. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Haaland. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Haaland. Good running, strong and purposeful. Knocks it into space. Great chance! And he hits the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Paris Saint-Germain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now.
Can he finish? Goal! And deep into first half stoppage time, a timely strike. And that is indeed the final act. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Attention, changement.
So, into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And here's Drogba. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Great ball, Drogba! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Mbappe.
Oh, really well played.
Great vision. And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to
Hello
lock
everybody,
horns.
and
This
welcome
is
to
football
today's
at
match.
its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And it's Pedri. Petit. Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Bellingham. Aimed beyond the defence. Chouameni.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Olise. And Bastoni. Great defending, strong and determined. Shevchenko. Messi. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. And it's Petit. Bellingham. Pedri will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's a player who has defined a generation. It's played through for him. Oh, he's bustling through here! And the keeper's done brilliantly to thwart him.
Well, his positioning was just spot on, and he made the goal look an awful lot smaller.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's in plenty of space here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Pinches it off him. Bellingham. For Petit. Hakimi. And it's Bellingham. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Hernandez spots it and intercepts. Bellingham. That's Petit. And here's Shevchenko. Now it's Pedri. Shevchenko. Pedri. Good read, needed to be. Olise. Now it's Romario. Played into space. Ruben Dias gets over and intercepts. Hernandez. 15 minutes till half-time. And it's been played through. Picked out brilliantly. Shoots! It's in! And that is goal number 20. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Barcelona really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Takes a shot! And a neat finish! They are purring, truly purring! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. And now the breakaway. Gusto. And the return pass. Messi. And here's Dembele. Oh, played right into his path. And that was very necessary. Fratesi. Tries to play it through. It's come to nothing. That's going to go a long way. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Passing is crisp and sharp. Asensio. And it's Kukçu. Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Big chance! Goal! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Chelsea are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Messi, looking for a runner. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Mbappe getting up there! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Gusto. Tries to pass it through. Oh, strongly challenged there. Park Ji-sung is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Neatly clipped into space. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Conte. And here's Dembele. It's Park Ji-sung. Can he get on the end of this? Conte. He's a sharp little ball here. But he's well... Mbappe! And that's a good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Kukçu. And this is Messi. Tchouaméni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Fratesi.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of being taken off. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Kukçu. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Upamecano. And it's Conte. Fratesi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Upamecano. And it's Fratesi. Conte. And that signals the end of the first period. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Anyone appearing intoxicated or behaving
Blackburn
in an
firmly in
manner
control
will
at
be
the break.
removed. Thank you
2-0
very
the
much for
score.
your cooperation.
So right back into the action. No, again there's no way through. Can he get it through? Well, he is slightly under... And it's been given away. Asensio. And here's Messi. Tchouaméni. Upamecano. Tchouaméni. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gusto, looking to play him in. Asensio, ball played for Kukçu, and it's Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Gusto, Messi, Ignori gets a foot in here. And it's Kukçu. Asensio, great work on the overlap. That is a brilliant interception. A couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. Dembele, who has set up 2 goals. Now, can they get him away? And here's Messi. And it's made its way to him. He's got away. And that is expertly dealt with. Messi. Dembele. And they can counter here. That's a cute ball. Howson kept aware. And it is reclaimed easily.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Tchouaméni, Fratesi. Yamal, and it's been played through. Now it's Yamal. Akanji. Here's Asensio. Ignori. Now it's Park Ji-sung. Here's Asensio. Messi. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Asensio. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's on it. Yamal! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Tchouaméni deals with that comfortably. Tries one from range. And how did he not put that away?
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Now he's got space here. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Mbappe. That's a goes for a shot! Messi! From another planet! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Back within one. They have them in their sights again. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So we have movement on both benches. A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
This is a promising build-up. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Threads one in.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung. Oh, important interception.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Now that looks a decent ball. Solot is wide and looking to get onto this. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Van Nistelrooy.
There will
This
be
is
1
Messi.
minute added time.
1 minute to add, according to the board. And there goes the final whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that is... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started.
I think when it comes to pace and finishing of the highest order, there's someone down there who always stands out.
Yeah, no prizes for guessing.
It's Sheva, Andrei Shevchenko, poacher, predator and punisher.
Now it's Mbappe. No, he's not getting his way this time. Laporte scooting forward. And that pass just didn't quite work. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. It's a really well-measured ball. And the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Just eases him off the ball. Olise. Now it's Dembele. And he plays one through. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Yamal. Looking for the run. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Yamal. Yamal! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! About as smooth as it gets. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And here's Mbappe. Bellingham. Paredes. Tries to pass it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's managed to get free. Delivery from Mbappe. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Olise. And it's Messi. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Over to the right flank. Paredes. He'll try from distance. And we have our very first corner. Header comes in! He's done very well to get to that.
Paredes actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Some resolute defending there. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Blackburn are one down despite having the better chances here. And he's picked it up out wide. Decent chance! Laporte is there to clear. Messi supplying the width on this right-hand side. Threads one in. And it's Messi. Olise. It's Dembele! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He's a sharp little ball here. Good running, strong and purposeful. Conte. Always onto this. Great ball, and he's in. Real chance! And he's following up. And there's a goal. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Blackburn leading now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And he shoots! And he hits the net! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Has been indicated.
Oh, well measured. Oh, it's Dembele. He's shifting through the gears here. That has ended up in no man's land. The shot! More pressure on the opposition goal.
Well, they're just unreal.
And that brings the first half to a close.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Blackburn largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Messi! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown in this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Blackburn do have the look of a team with genuine
Hello,
ambition.
everybody, and welcome
Already
to
on the
today's
cusp of
match.
promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Blackburn must not lose. The potential ramifications simply too much to contemplate. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Mbappe. That has not gone well. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's going for goal! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Ødegaard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's under a lot of pressure there. Blackburn are looking to break at pace. Aimed beyond the defence. De Ligt is there to clear.
Now there is a quality striker, Peter, in the shape of Bebeto. Like so many Brazilian strikers of his time, not physically imposing, but fast, agile, intelligent.
And of course, behind it all, a dogged, a determined personality, a genuine footballing perfectionist.
And a player you always wanted to stay in the box. His darting movement, he had a great habit of being able to lose a marker. Superb player.
And it's Conte. Drills one in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Can he get on the end of this? Engages and forces him off the ball. Conte. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal for Conte. He has a look up. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, easy pickings there. Van der Vaart. And it's Rodri. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Olise. Tries to play it through. He slings it in. And he has his goal. His joy, his goal. He steals the moment. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Blackburn have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
How important will this turn out to be? This is going to give them a lot more options now.
Now it's DiMarco. And there's the shot! Oh, it's a dumping hit. Olise. So what can they make of this? And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough. Takes a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Blackburn with the corner, they're first. There's the shot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Looking for the run. And he's picked it up out wide. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Rodri. Van der Vaart. Bebeto. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Knocks it into space. Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto this. Applies the finish! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Van der Vaart. Might be danger here. Bebeto! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And the shot! It's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter.
And that brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
And we come to you
So
now
we reach the halfway point.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Back underway then. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. This is Dembele, hangs in across. He's rising! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Rodri. DiMarco. DiMarco made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Great vision. Messi. Conte. Tchouaméni. And it's Gusto. Now it's Bebeto. Gusto. Tchouaméni.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Rodri. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Upamecano wins the duel this time. Conte. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
53.
And here's Dembele. Oh, that's a fine interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Blackburn clearly didn't help themselves by telling...
Tries a shot! Konate. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldinho. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Messi. Gusto. Messi. Here's Tchouaméni. Upamecano. Van der Vaart. Bebeto. And here's the chance to counter. And here's Ronaldinho. And this is Ronaldo. And that has sent him sprawling. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Cristiano Ronaldo deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Substitution.
That's a decent clearance. Goes for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Alexander-Arnold actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And now they can spring out of defence. He's in a great position here. Blackburn do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, this looks sharp. Bastoni. And it's Messi. Looking to play him in. Can he get it through? Looking for the far post. Chance! Another one of football's and how moments.
Gonzalo Ramos fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Rodri. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now that is a hefty challenge. And the shot! And again! They want to be quick to recover this. Throw it. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And that is expertly dealt with.
Thailand really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Bebeto. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Cristiano shoots!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Ronaldinho.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. Sorloth. Now looking to
There will be
orchestrate
1
a
minute
counter.
added time.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Van der Vaart. It's played through for him. Oh, that's fabulous. He is just caressing the ball. Van der Vaart. DiMarco. And that signals the end. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Blackburn do have the look of a team with genuine
Hello,
ambition.
everybody, and
Already on
welcome
the
to
cusp of
today's
promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling. Blackburn need all the support they can get here. To say this is crucial would be to understate massively. Long ball looking to counter. Could move up a gear here. Mbappe. Oh, that's a key interception.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, great leap! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London. By any measure, those are pretty special numbers.
Why, he's very much adored.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Rice. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And that is a little undercooked. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Pass somewhat off target. Rice. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Another chance from a corner. Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Arda Güler. Knocks it out wide. Olise.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
This might spell danger, and he shoots! Oh, it's gone in! There is your perfect party piece. It is what they called for. It is what they have been yearning for. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Blackburn are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Blackburn penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
How important will this turn out to be? This is going to give them a...
Can he finish? Drogba. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough. Oh, he's on his own! Great chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Dembele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Khan claims comfortably. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Played out wide. Messi. Rice gets a foot in here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Roll! Dembele. Olise. Conte. Good ball, good take. This looks promising. Oh, that's fabulous. A lot of space ahead of him. That's a cute ball. Upamecano gets over and intercepts. And it's Arda Güler. Nicely weighted ball. Goes for a shot! And he hits the net. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Liverpool restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Raul going face-to-face with his great rival. McAllister. Rice is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And they've got a throw. Alexander-Arnold. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, important interception. Looking for the far post. Towering header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Oh, what a mistake! The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, well played. And that is the end of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break it's one each. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And it's Arda Güler. Drogba. Oh, what a ball! Blackburn can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. And one more try! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Messi. And he's intervened well there. Güler is looking wide. Gusto makes the interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Rice. And here's Mbappe. Thinks about the shot. Shoots! There's a goal! And the message is clear. The only way is up. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
28,599.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Keeper has taken decisive action.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Looking for the run. Now it's Raul. Raul is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Mbappe. McAllister.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. Might want to be careful there.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Messi. Gusto. He's found the way through. Threads one in. It's played through for him. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Messi. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Tries to play it through. He has found the way through.
Blackburn clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Olise. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Messi. Can he get it through? That's an excellent interception. Chouameni. Olise. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, super ball. Decent chance! And that's a tiny finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
McAllister. Drogba. Olise. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now, can they get him away? Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Gusto. Now it's Raul. Tries to pass it through. Chouameni. Conte. Bastoni. And here's Messi. Drogba. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's a fine interception.
There will be 1 minute added
No
time.
messing about, just bludgeoned away. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. He is through here. And this Drogba! And with that, the end. Blackburn are going up, and now they can dream.
Located by the entrance gate.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Blackburn really were brilliant today, Peter, to produce a performance like this in a game that could have...